Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we are going to use the new Archer and Olive stickers and washi tapes. This is the Dragonspire collection. Yesterday you saw me unbox everything from Archer and Olive, and I knew I wanted to get into this stuff really soon. I have a lot of supplies on my desk because I wanted to do something different. One of my favorite things to create lately has been some waterfall flaps, as I call them. I know there's a real name for them in card making and stuff like that, but I don't know. We're gonna do it in my journal, and I thought we might also make some waterfall tabs as part of the Dutch door spread as well. But ooh, I just had an idea. What if, okay, how are we gonna do this? I was thinking about a waterfall flap within a faux Dutch door, but it would have to be really skinny or be halves. No, that would be, let me mull that over for a future video. Let's just do it with standard waterfall tabs. Okay, so I've got my notebook. We're gonna use that. I have my Sizzix die cut machine, which when I use it, it's probably gonna shake the table. I know I'm shaking it a little bit right now. So just as I do this, that's gonna happen. We're gonna deal with that, but we're gonna use the stickers. We're going to use this, and we're going to use some of the papers from the collage book. So we are going to go find the ones we want. And we will probably have to take some papers from some ones that don't quite match as well, because we don't have enough papers. Let's see. These are the colors in the tapes. So I'm just thinking about that. We do have some green dragons and things like that. So I don't think the green is going to be something that's out of the question. Okay, so this repeats, but I was thinking, see, this doesn't quite fit that. So these are the two. So what if we do two of those and have it repeat? That sounds good to me. All right, I also will use some distress inks and my stamps. So we are just getting really artsy here. So we're going to create the little flappies with these things first. And we're not actually going to use this one today. We are just going to do the outer part, and then we're going to use stamps and distress inks to create like texture on the back. A lot of times I would do a smaller piece. See how these like fit into each other? I would do a smaller piece to put on the back of a different kind of scrapbook paper. We're not going to do that today. Okay. So let's just cut these four out really quick so I can move this device off my table because it's rather big. So one thing that someone told me the last time I used this was to put the die cut thing a little bit at an angle so that it doesn't thump as much. We'll see if that does anything. I put it at as much of an angle as I could. It's still shaking the table, but it definitely was a bit smoother. Let's see if it worked though. And it did mostly. I could have gone over it again. We have a tiny piece to fix up there. Let's do it straight and see if, oh, you know what? Why? Is it? Why was it upside down? See, I leave everything in always, you guys, for all of you. Okay. Oh, no, you know what? I have not used this in so long, you guys. We'll keep one like this. We're just going to play with it. And people, if you guys have these devices, you guys know I am not an expert at this. I just create things with you all. And sometimes things work, sometimes things don't. I am not an expert at anything other than maybe making Dutch doors. But all these other craft supplies, just me trying to figure things out. Okay, there, so you see how it shook the table right there so much? Okay, let's try it at an angle now that we figured out where it's supposed to go. Yeah, see, that came apart much better. Okay. So rotate it like this and see what it does. The reason it has so many different like pieces right here that we're working with is because the original die cuts that came with this thing are much thicker, and so you need extra layers of like these little acrylic plastic bits before you can use all these thin die cuts. But we've got that. That is so cute. Okay, that worked well. Once we get all this made, we'll be able to like start putting our spread together. Oh my gosh. All right, there we go. All right, we've got all 4 of those. We're gonna put this away now so that it can be off the table, and maybe I'll stop shaking the table. Okay. Be still. Okay, so before we get into creating things, we are going to do stuff with this. So if you've never seen the waterfall flaps, the thing that happens is you have these like layered like so, and then however at whatever spacing you want, and then they can open. And on the back I put in some journaling stuff. So we are going to decorate the backs of these right now, and then we're going to start putting it all together. Okay, so these are our sticker colors. So I'm gonna grab my greens, and I'm gonna grab like my purples, and we're gonna throw this apparently. We are going to do, let's see, these 2 are green, so we're gonna do green on the back. These 2 are purple. And I also have all these textures, but I'm gonna start with textures and then add some distress ink around the edges once we have the textures. Okay, this one's purple, so we're gonna do this. I need a piece of paper for protection for my table. All right, so we've got the paper down, and let's get a little acrylic stamp block for these guys. This is a rather large stamp. My acrylic stamp block that's big is not easily accessible right now, so we're just gonna leave it like that. And think about, I think Villainous Potion might look really good. Oh, I don't need that right now, I just need this. And I'm going to get it all over this. And put it down. Let's actually put it like that and get it on both of them because I can. A little bit lighter there, a little bit more there. Okay, we'll save that for the greens as well. Okay, so we did Villainous Potion for that one. What other colors might look good? Let's do like surprise ribbon for like a bluish thing that can kind of go with it. That might be cool. Yeah, that looks awesome. So this kind of effect is something that's obviously super imperfect, and you never know how the stamp is going to stamp. So just go for it. Okay, so we've got those down. And then last but not least, let's use Wilted Violet with, I think, the dots. Just dots. Do some of them without redoing the ink so that it can be lighter. Yeah, okay. We're gonna call that good, but then use this one to go around the edges on these two. And this will create like a fun little background on the backs of these. We'll add a couple of box stickers, but leave most of this visible. And along the upper edge too, because we can. Okay. Now, because we've kind of played with it and I see a little bit of the rim already being dark purple, I'm just gonna get this side too. That looks so cool. Okay, just playing. It's fun to try new things in your journals and planners. So adding distress ink and just getting artsy can be super fun. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned, but some of these items from Archer and Olive might be sold out now. The pre-order ended yesterday, but if an item is still available, it is only available until it, you know, sells out now, because they aren't going to do any more pre-orders on it. All right, so we got the purples done. That's great. Okay. Now for the greens, and these are more like teal and dark teal and things like that. So what if we go with peacock feathers? And I think Lucky Clover will look good with it. Okay, so we go back to these items. You know what? Instead of the dots on this one, we're gonna do the mermaid scales because they could be dragon scales. I should have cleaned my stamp pad, but I'm lazy. So a little bit of purple might come out. Actually, not bad. Okay. I'll be cleaning my stamp pads after the video. perfect on that one. Here's Lucky Clover, and we'll do this one now. This one is much darker than the other one, so I'm actually not going to do it again. I'm just gonna use it up like that there. Cool. Kind of faded look. All right, now for the scales. I think this color might be nice because then I can have it be pretty dark over this area and then lighten up as we use it. Okay, get a little bit more. There, okay. I think we're good on that one, and we'll do peacock feathers for the edges. And then we're ready to actually create the waterfall flap and the Dutch doors. Oh yeah, this one was the imperfect one, and I can just trim off that little bit. I didn't get purple right there. I'm gonna fix that one. But first, we've already got this color out, so we're gonna finish this one. Let's get that last little bit, and then I'll clean up and get set up for actually working in the journal. Now, what was the color out here? Villainous Potion, I think. Whoops. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna reset the desk and then we'll get started. All right, so we are going to use some of these as well because I think they look really great. And they will be part of like the decorations on some of the other pages. I definitely want to use this one. And I want to use this dragon one. I don't need to use that one though. Okay. We will trim this one too because I ripped that. So I'm just gonna trim it here, cut off that one dragon. Okay, so we will use those in it. And before we start placing these, which these are gonna go on the first page, before we start placing those, we're gonna get some boxes on them because it's easier to place them when just doing this. Okay, because it does flip up and out of the notebook a little bit. Okay, this one's gonna have a single box like this. We're gonna do a couple different like box styles so that we can get different things in here. We're also gonna do one that's like a layered set of 3 like I like to do. This is Mojo Jojo Plans. You can get lots of box stickers from her. And this is a sticker book of all black boxes, which is my favorite, and I ordered 3 of them when I saw that she had them. So I should have black box stickers for a long time, hopefully. Okay, there's one. Then what if we do like one that is 3 of these and just kind of going in a sideways diagonal line? That'll do. Turn this one this way. And then what if we do one that's just 2 like this? Okay, and then also before we put these down, each of these needs a dragon on it. So we have 2 sheets of these. Some of them are going to be better suited for part of the Dutch door if we wanted to do that. So I'm going to grab the ones that are not like close to symmetrical. So this one's lovely. We can just put them down here. We have a little bit of space. And trim that. So there's one dragon. Then another green one. I don't want to use that one. So let's use this one with the book. And just go like that. And then looking at the purple ones, this one would actually fit really nicely right down here. And then lastly on this one's pretty full, so we can just do something small right there. Let's do this little set of dragon silhouettes in the clouds. Okay, so we have our 4 flaps. We are going to get some double-sided tape and lay these down before we do the other side. Okay, so this is March, and that's how far I've decorated for March. I did a pocket in the last one. So today we're going to do flaps, and this is going to be a fairly heavy page, but it'll be even from both sides, which actually might be good, because sometimes if it's too heavy on one side, it just kind of pulls. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So now the question is, do we want green or purple? I think purple in the front. So we're going to start. Wait, it doesn't go like this, guys. It goes this way. Okay, but purple in the front either way. So purple like this. So these are going to go underneath. Okay. So we take our double-sided tape and just tape that. And I lay it down and try to make it straight, because double-sided tape does not come back up easy once you've put it down. Okay. Perfect. And then the question is, do we want it like right like that and be really close, or be a little bit farther down? Just see how much space we have if we do this. We do have enough space. Okay, so we're gonna put this like 1 1/3, 1 1/2 lower than that one. And again, try to make it pretty straight and lined up. Perfect. So we're just going to follow that and do 1 1/2 below this one too, like on that next line, and so on. So the only thing with this, as you can tell, when you flip these up, they're going to be going above the edge of the page. So when you're writing in it, you're going to want to put another notebook or a book or something right there so you can write on this. It is a little bit like not easy to use, but it's such a fun little thing to make that it's kind of worth it, because you're not going to be putting this on every page of your notebook, so it's not going to be a problem long term. It's going to be like one day of writing. Okay. Look at that. Okay, so now we've got that, and I actually wonder, what if we turn this into like a little cover? Oh my gosh, guys, I went too far. Okay, I measured it out and then I was incorrect. We're gonna move this one up a little bit. And just deal with it being uneven because I can't raise the rest of them up. Okay. Maybe I can raise the rest of them up. Oh my gosh. I even measured it out and everything. But I don't want to move these because I don't want these to rip. Okay. Oh, I just placed that one too far. That looks perfect. Okay. Got it. Because this started creaking, like breaking right there. So I might put... I actually might use this right here to just make sure we've got this good. Okay. This all got layered and doubled up and weird, so I'm going to start it here. Just use this as like extra support so this doesn't break. Okay, I need to trim that now. Okay, that wants to come up a little bit. Sometimes washi tapes, when they're gonna be bending and stuff, they're not gonna be strong enough. That happens with like every washi tape, so double-sided tape saves the day. All right, there we go. Let's get this here like I wanted and make a little frame. All right, so we're just gonna put it like that. And we're gonna create a frame, but we have to put this all down first. And then we get my cutting tool. All right, so we have a little bit of space here. I wonder if we leave it blank or if I can do something with that. We will think on that, but first we'll get the waterfall tabs done and start decorating everything else. So this is really nice thick tape. I don't think I cut through both tapes on this, so I might have to do it again on each of these. We'll see. That one did work. Okay. That one I need to do again. Okay, I have a little tiny gap that I accidentally made. Happens. So what I'm gonna do is, this is black tape. I am just gonna color in the gap. Nobody's gonna know except all of you and me. All right, so this is our set of flaps. Oh my God. You guys knew this was gonna happen, didn't you? I'm making all sorts of mistakes today, guys, and you are here for it, and you are watching, and you are seeing me fix them. These are upside down. I actually put things upside down into my journal. Okay, so do I use the remover stuff, or do I just know that I have a second set of stickers that I wasn't going to use for the Dutch doors? That's what I'm going to do. and just deal. So I am going to remove all these guys. See, this, this is real life. This is real. I'm going to go remove all these and then we're going to get back to it. Okay, I got off all the dragons, except I left these ones because I wanted to keep a mistake in there, and I feel like that one was the least intrusive of the mistakes. So we're just going to leave that one there, and we are going to go for fixing this up. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so we're just going to put this one here. Even with mistakes, you can always work things out. That is going to be the booky one again. And put it like that. And then this one is going to be the dragon up in the castle. We'll put it right like that. See, all better. Okay, moving on. Okay, so since we've already used this tape, I don't need it as part of these waterfall tabs, but we are going to use these three. We're going to use them in size order. So this one's going to be the very last tab and so on. So we're going to have 2 waterfall tabs themselves and then this on the last page. So we'll just go ahead and get that done from this way to make sure we have enough spacing. When making simple waterfall tabs, one of the easiest things is to keep your tape sticking out over the edge so you can see where they are as you do this. So you can lay out all your tapes and then cut them all at once. So you don't have to keep picking up and putting down your scissors and all of that. This tape is so cute, but you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, I have this thin whiteboard tape, and I am gonna make the ground since we've got all these silhouettes. Where is the end of this though? Here we go. Is that the end of it? I don't think that's the end. There we go. Okay. That part was messed up. Here we go. And just make like a black line to go with it. I think that looks really cool. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and trim these and cut the pages and then get tape on the back side. You could cut the pages and then leave the tape hanging over the edge until you put down the back side, but I sometimes find the tape gets caught to like my hand or the scissors and tugs and stuff, so I just want to trim those ends up before I do this. All right, this spread was a hot mess throughout the whole process, but it looks so cool right now. It's a trust the process. You figure it out. It did briefly go through my mind to just scrap this video and finish the spread and just share it as like a photo or reel on Instagram by itself. But no, I'm always going to be real with you guys. I'm going to show you the process, show you the mistakes, show you how I fix the mistakes. And yeah, that is so funny though. All right, so now we can go ahead and do this, and I'm going to do it this way this time. and then this one right here. Okay. So I don't feel like I need a black strip of tape on this one, but I'm kind of feeling like the thin black tape might look good on the last page. So I think we'll do that. We're gonna round the corners of these pages too. Let's do that one before I forget. I just like the way this looks when I round these corners. You definitely don't need to. That did not round. There you go. Try again. All right. So this one I think might look nice with this, but instead of being right there, I'm gonna put it just out the tiniest bit. All right. Now what we've got is all of that. We'll need some boxes on these, and I want to use this. What if we use this as part of a full page? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna fold this where I want it, just like here. Just doing whatever folds nicely. Okay. Put the tape on the one side and lay it in. And then put the tape on the other side to get on the other page. Okay. And there we have it nice and in the page. And then, idea, we are going to be laying boxes down and stuff like that. But what if we have like a little kind of geometric thing going on? Like this. But because everything has really straight lines, let's trim these lines to be really nice and straight. So I'm gonna just cut through the ends, if I can. Stay where you are. Okay. Okay, that one is not straight at all. Let's try it again. Let's do it this way. Okay. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty cool. We are gonna layer some black boxes in and then put dragons everywhere. Okay, so on this one, let's get a long box right here. And then one of these large boxes up here. And I do like layering boxes, you guys know this. So let's do like that. And instead of being layered over each other, it's like layered in with this because this is layered on the picture. And then same thing, something here, but maybe layered over this tape so that there's not that funny gap right there. Just like that. Okay, that'll do for now. Let's get some boxes here. Let's do a set up here and down here. So for this one, I always love 3. And if I use these tiny little box stickers like this one, I use it for the date. There, let's go ahead and layer this one. And what if we use one of the skinny little ones and do it sideways? How's that gonna look? Because I could use the date sideways. Like, you don't have to fit in any particular mold in your journal. Just do what you want. All right, and then here we're gonna do one set of layered boxes. We're gonna put it up here in this corner to try to pull it away a little bit. It's more bottom heavy because it goes down right to the edge. So we'll do it up there and use 2 of these, I think. Okay, so that's all the boxes in this. Let's get a bunch of stickers down. What do I want to do here? Do I want to do anything here? I don't know yet. Okay, we're gonna get like a dragon on each area. And where's this one gonna go? This one has the most like epic spacing, so we could put it like this. But this one has like no decorations on it, so maybe we want it just in the middle. Or down like this, just barely across the middle. I kind of like that. Okay, so we're gonna punch it into the spine like that before laying this down. Perfect. Okay. Over here, let's go ahead and use this one, and again, go through the middle because why not? I love that one. That's one of my favorites. Okay, and then back here, I think there's a lot of like black going on in this part, so let's choose these darker dragons. Let's use this one right here. And this one will fit nicely right in here. All right, so that is good. This still feels like we could get something else like in somewhere. Though, I don't know what. Maybe one more little like mini layered box over there to help out. Like this size. Going right here. And then something right below it. Okay. It just felt like more of an empty space. And then now that we have a layered box, we can put this one in with it. That feels a lot better. Okay. With this, what if we put in a border of all the rest of the stickers, like all the way up the page, so that when this is here, you see that. But also we have this. Let's just go ahead and put this one here. Yeah. Because then we will follow up like that. Okay. This is super cool. Okay, we will reuse some of these things that we cut off here on that section. So like this one will work well right there. And I think we might be able to use this one with the moon there too. I don't think that'll look too bad. Okay. And this one I'm gonna adjust. Okay, now we can trim all that stuff up. All right, sticker fragments everywhere. Let's get all of these too. And we have 4 dragon stickers left. Can I use them up? And we would have used all of them through this spread and the mistakes. Okay. That does look pretty cool like that, seeing this all across there. Okay, so I would like to use this dragon egg one somewhere. Let's put it right there. And if we did that, then let's add this one right up here, just so we have 5 stickers. Seems nice. And then we have 2 stickers left. We've already used this one over here, so why don't we use this one on this page and just put it in with that one. And then this one we can just put down at the bottom here, and that'll look fine. Okay, then the only question is, do I like add a piece of tape right here for that, or do I leave it blank? Well, here's the thing, tape is really easy to pull up if we don't like it. Let's just put it like that. I would trim it if I'm going to keep it. Let's trim it and see. Yeah, I don't mind that actually. Okay. So here we go. This is our finished spread. It was a hot mess express getting this done, but we did it. And here we are. It was using the Dragonspire collection from Archer and Olive, using some die cut machines to make these flaps, and using a whole lot of distress inks and stamps to create these little flaps. All right, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll have it more together next time. Oh my gosh. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.